On Mountain News this morning, we have an update regarding the condition of a West Virginia National Guardsman who survived an ambush attack last week. And Trump administration officials are set to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin in an effort to end the war in Ukraine.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Caroline Mueller. It is Tuesday, December 2nd, and we are inching up on that 5 o'clock hour this morning. Let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Megan Dusmal for a look at your forecast this morning. Now, Megan, when I walked outside this morning, I kind of just wanted to turn around and go right back inside. It was cold. It was wet, and it's just one of those days I don't know if I'm going to get much done.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way. It was a little bit of a miserable start to your morning, and more rain and wintry mix as well as snow is on the way throughout the next several hours. So let's break that down. First, starting off with that winter weather advisory that we have in place. Those are for the counties highlighted in purple. So from Rockcastle County to Wayne County, West Virginia, that's what you can expect for this morning. And as you look at satellite and radar, it's no surprise as that's where we're seeing some of the snow already picking up this morning. In fact, we are looking at some heavier snow falling right now as we're heading just north of Jackson and south of Moorhead in Wolf, Morgan, and portions of Elliott County. Now, in terms of those temperatures, it is very cold as well, looking around freezing for our more northern counties at that 32-degree mark. And as you travel more towards our southern counties, seeing some warmer temperatures right now, 43 degrees in Jacksboro. Don't worry, though, that cold front will be catching up to everybody, and everyone will be seeing those colder temperatures later today. Caroline.
Thank you, Megan. The search for a missing Wise County, Virginia high school football coach is continuing. His family says Union High School head football coach Travis Turner was last seen November 20th walking into the woods with a gun. Turner is wanted on 5 counts of possession of child pornography and 5 counts of using a computer to solicit a minor. Additional charges are pending. The USMS is offering a reward of up to $5,000 for information that leads to his arrest. Tips can be reported to 911, Virginia State Police, or the USMS tips line at 1-877-WANTED-2 or online. Authorities say he may still be armed, so caution is advised. There's some positive news this morning about Sergeant Andrew Wolf, the West Virginia National Guardsman who survived an ambush attack in Washington, D.C. last Wednesday. Governor Patrick Morrisey said Wolf gave a thumbs up when asked if he could hear a nurse and was able to wiggle his toes. Funeral arrangements for specialist Sarah Beckstorm, who was killed in the attack, are still pending. The 29-year-old suspect who worked with the CIA during the war in Afghanistan is still in critical condition and under guard in a Washington hospital. His former immigration caseworker said his mental condition deteriorated in recent months, saying he was isolated, suffering manic episodes, and rarely spoke to his wife or children. U.S. intelligence officials tell CBS News that so far there have been no confirmed links to any terrorist networks. The man accused of murdering a healthcare executive on a Manhattan sidewalk was back in court yesterday, nearly 1 year after the attack. Lawyers for Luigi Mangione are arguing some evidence should be excluded from the trial, including a notebook with an apparent motive that the defense says was obtained without a warrant. Bradley Blackburn has more.
Photos from inside a New York City courtroom show Luigi Mangione unshackled and dressed in a jacket, speaking to his legal team in a hearing Monday. The 27-year-old's attorneys are asking the court to suppress evidence collected during his arrest in connection with the death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, a 50-year-old father of 2. Mangione is accused of stalking him and shooting him 3 times from behind using a pistol equipped with a silencer outside of a Manhattan hotel. After a manhunt, police found Mangione in a Pennsylvania McDonald's, but the defense claims their client's bag was searched without a warrant and that he was not read his Miranda rights before police questioned him. Inside the backpack, a notebook with handwritten pages that allegedly expressed disdain for the healthcare system. The prosecution claims one note says, "I finally feel confident about what I will do. The details are coming together." A key moment in court Monday was the playing of the 911 call when a McDonald's manager reported customers were suspicious of a man there and concerned that he was the New York CEO shooter. Mangione has pleaded not guilty. His supporters dressed in green inside and outside the courtroom. He has raised more than $1 million for his legal defense fund.
I think the case became very political in its early beginnings, and I think that raised a lot of red flags for people like me and others.
The hearing could continue for a few days. No trial date has yet been set. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Mangione is expected back in court today. If he's eventually convicted, he could face life in prison. Mangione is also facing separate federal charges that could carry the death penalty. Trump administration officials are stepping up the diplomatic push to end the war in Ukraine. President Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, and U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff are set to meet today with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Moscow. For months, President Trump has been working to broker an end to the fighting sparked by Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022.
I think that there's a good chance we can make a deal. Last month, we had 27,000 people killed in that ridiculous war that should have never happened.
While that diplomacy plays out, the Trump administration is stepping up U.S. military presence in the Caribbean. This comes as one of the 21 drug boat strikes on suspected narco-terrorists is now under growing scrutiny. Pope Leo XIV prayed for peace in Lebanon yesterday on the second day of his trip to the country. He arrived Sunday night in the pouring rain, not stopping the people from filling the streets with dancing and singing and playing of instruments. Pope Leo visited holy sites in Lebanon that draw both Christians and Muslims as he seeks to bring unity to a divided region. The FDA's vaccine chief says the agency plans to tighten approval standards for COVID vaccines, citing concerns about potential risks for children. In a leaked memo first reported by the New York Times and confirmed by CBS News, Dr. Vinay Prasad says a review of records links 10 children's death to the COVID vaccine. He did not provide data to support that claim. CBS News medical contributor Dr. Celine Gounder weighed in on vaccine risks and children.
There is no definitive evidence that COVID vaccines cause death in children. No definitive evidence that COVID vaccines are dangerous for children.
Okay.
What we do know is COVID infection is dangerous. As again, over 2,000 children have died from COVID since the start of the pandemic, and that is what you want to guard against.
Myocarditis, or inflation of the heart muscle, has been linked to the COVID-19 vaccine, but studies have largely confirmed that the risk of the condition is significantly higher after a COVID-19 infection. The American Academy of Pediatrics strongly recommends COVID shots for children between 6 months and 2 years old, while the Infectious Diseases Society of America recommends the vaccine for everyone 6 months and older. Governor Andy Beshear announced more than $612,000 in new SAFE awards to support disaster recovery in eastern Kentucky. The city of Whitesburg will receive $450,000 to help address strained fiscal liquidity caused by disaster-related impacts. Perry County will receive more than $76,000 to support the Skyview Estates High Ground community with electric and communication connections. The city of Wheelwright will receive $50,000 to assist with repairing sidewalks and damaged roads. The Finance and Administration Cabinet will receive nearly $36,000 to support survey work, title services, and related land acquisition activities for high-ground sites in Knott and Letcher counties. Democrat and Knott County native Sherilyn Stevenson officially filed for the office being vacated by Republican Congressman Andy Barr, who is now running for the U.S. Senate. While many consider the 6th district to be a safe Republican seat, Democrats hope they can flip it next year. The former state representative was joined by Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman, who has endorsed Stevenson. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Still to come, meet 2 classmates who helped each other battle cancer and win.
And we're tracking the wintry mix of precipitation this morning.